Good afternoon, my name is Felipe. Welcome to my channel, Tourism in Brazil. I'd like to invite you to subscribe. Follow me in Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Don't forget to start the notification. Leave a like. Share this video with your friends. Thank you very much. Be pleased to leave a commentary. Make your question. Let us start. Charter flights involve an entire aircraft being leased or chartered, usually with a crew and fuel, for either a specific flight or time period. The Chicago Convention in 1944 that established the rules for post-war civil aviation made no mention of charter by 1960s. European nations had met and developed an agreement concerning charters. Today, as nations agree to exchange additional aviation service, one provision might be that nation A will allow a specified number of charter flights between itself and nation B to be performed by a specified nation's charter airline aircraft. Chartering is cheaper than other forms of air cargo because there is less selling cost to airlines and usually the plane has a higher load factor at takeoff. Indeed, the user usually does not think of chartering unless he or his load will fuel an entire plane. Another regular use of all cargo aircraft is for the movement of livestock. Journeys by sea are very difficult for many animals, and it takes some species months to recover. Moving by air reduces the trauma of travel and the recovery time that is needed. Usually special aircraft are employed. They have stalls to prevent shifting loads and special protection preventing animals' hooves from penetrating the fuselage. For several days prior to the flight, the animals are fed a food mixture consisting of shifting amounts of food they have received and food they will be getting in their new home. Lounge Lufthansa all cargo Boeing 747-230F through both the front and sides. Some animals are sedated for their trips, and they are given small, increased amounts of the sedative for several days before their trip so they do not have a major negative reaction to the sedative on the day of their travel. Most airlines insist that livestock receive a veterinarian's certificate that substantiates the vaccination status of the animals. The test required by receiving country and that the animals has been examined and found to be able to withstand the stress of travel. The livestock are subject to inspection when they arrive at their destination. Miami-based Southern Air Transport is probably the largest U.S. cargo charter operator at the present. Some of its major international operations involve famine relief cargoes, oil field equipment, and military goods. In 1990, there were 31 aircraft in its fleet, including 17 Hercules, which can operate in and out of relatively primitive airfields. In 1990, there were about a dozen other U.S. all-cargo carriers, based mostly in Miami, where they provided connections to Latin America. There are a handful in Michigan serving the auto industry, and a few on the west coast in Alaska, Fuel 7.6 to oversight mobile communications van being loaded aboard an all-cargo plane that had originally been built for military use in Soviet Union. Somewhat similar to the ocean vessel market, there is a surplus of used airline aircraft in storage that could it be the market pick up be brought back into service. Many of these aircraft are stored in deserts in the southwestern United States. They could be brought back as passenger planes or as cargo carriers. It's more likely that they would be cargo carriers. That's common second use of one-time passenger airliners. In 1992, there was a considerable surplus of inactive 747s, driving the prices so low that some 747 owners have sold them. with the express requirement that they be broken up for parts and scrapped and not be sold intact. Interestingly, some of the US firms that were converting passenger planes to freighters in 1992 indicate that their only good account was Federal Express, which was converting 727 passenger jets into freighters. Air Express service. The fastest growing segment of the international cargo industry is the small package carrier. This express service provides several advantages over traditional freight forwards. Documentation is simple. They were usually door-to-door service. A single call moves the parcel from one's office or warehouse to the customer. They can often provide customs clearance and destination, particularly on non-commercial transactions, such as sample or replacement parts. Over the years, the weight limitation per parcel and consignment have continued to rise so that some destination shipments of 150 pounds can be moved competitively. Air express services are fast becoming serious competitors to traditional freight forwarders and should be considered as part of the overall transportation system. Each port or import designed for her or his company. Federal Express, UPS, DHL, Emery, TNT, and Australian-based firms, and several other carriers are extending their higher quality small package service to major European and Asian markets. All are well known and stress door-to-door deliveries. Federal Express revolutionized the air express business in the United States, and both its UPS have developed good reputations for service. The UPS International Air Service Guide is simple, comprehensive, and straightforward, and describes their service from the United States to over 175 countries. The August 1989 version is only 128 pages long. 80 pages cover the service offers such as electronic tracking, collect service, custom clearance, packaging, labeling, documentation, the commercial invoice, the ship export declaration, the UPS pickup records, and the UPS way bill. Some notes on considerations in pricing. Later we're gonna continue. Give a like, support this channel, subscribe, don't forget. Thank you very much. Till next time.